What's up? What's up? If you're on, write me a comment. Say what's up to me. What's going on? All right, cigar enthusiasts, we have a great show for you today. So tune in every Tuesday night for Daymon and the Roughnecks. I'm going to introduce to you a couple of guys coming to us from New Mexico, and I'm coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. Welcome, Daymon and the Roughnecks, to the show. They are coming on to give you some great content. Are you ready? Let's rock and roll. We're back, baby. Welcome to the show, Daymon and Matt from New Mexico. What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on, Ray? What's up,
Welcome
Ray?
to Cigar Enthusiast, brothers.
Glad to be here, man. Yeah.
So how's the weather in New Mexico?
It's cold, man. It's like 30 degrees outside. It's supposed to snow tonight.
30. You know, I think Mexico. I know it's New Mexico, but I think New Mexico. I think Mexico. I think desert. I don't think snow.
That's what everybody says. We're up in the Four Corners, though, right next to Colorado and Utah. We get that winter weather going pretty good around here.
Man, keep it. That's why I live in Florida. Although the weather here has been absolutely insane. It's gone from the 30s to the 50s down to the 30s. Today is 79 degrees. Right now it's 79 degrees outside. It's absolutely insane. It's insane. I just absolutely can't take this weather down here. Or, yeah, down here for you, right?
Yeah. I'll take money to that ceremony.
So tonight I'm starting off the show smoking the Tarazona 305. That's San Andreas wrapper, a Mexican San Andreas. I've got a Sumatra Ecuadorian and Nicaraguan filler. It's freaking phenomenal. I love this cigar. I'm a big Mexican San Andreas fan, so I love this cigar.
So, nice.
I'm going to send you guys some samples. So, how does it feel being part of the Cigar Enthusiast family, brothers?
When he came at me, asking me to be a part of this, I was skeptical, nervous, as you would assume, but I'm super excited to be here. Super excited for the opportunity to do this.
Cool. How about you, Matt?
I'm pretty stoked. I mean, Daymon got me into this entire cigar game and everything that it's about and how it makes you feel. And not only that, like knowing that you have like a family to back you and that just enjoys things that you enjoys just relaxing and having a cigar. It's awesome, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I'm going to ask, Daymon, how did you start smoking cigars? When did you start smoking cigars?
I've smoked cigars off and on for probably, I don't know, since I was of age, 18 years old. I'll never smoke them like daily like I do now, but recently I've gone through some stress in my life and I started smoking daily and really getting into it, studying the different tobaccos, the different leaves, and the different blends of each cigar. I started meeting some guys that were really into the game, so I don't know. Just recently, within a year or two, I've really gotten into it. My team has grown from a couple cigars to well over 100 now. So,
what are your top two cigars in your wheelhouse right now?
I'm a big Drew Estate guy. You can laugh if you want to. I knew that was coming. But a Liga number 9, that's my number 1. And the T52 I really enjoy too. So
nice.
I always got some of them on here.
I'm not a big Drew Estate guy, no secret. But that's where I started smoking. Right? I started smoking Drew Estate cigars before it is what it is today. back in the 90s, I met Jonathan Drew over at the World Trade Center. He used to have a booth there, so I used to buy my cigars there. So that's where I started, man. So I get it. It was that and a couple other stogies. Lars Teton, for example. He was a big Lars Teton guy back in the day, so I used to smoke those cigars. What about you, Matt? How did you start smoking cigars? You said that Daymon kind of got you into that whole lifestyle.
Yeah, so we kind of had some stuff go on in our personal life with a friend of ours, and put us through a lot of stress and stuff. You know, having the loss of our friend and whatnot, and super close friend, super awesome guy, and you know, we would get together pretty often. You know, have each other's backs kind of deal, and he put me onto it. You know what I mean? Because you start feeling a certain kind of way, and you know, you can only drink so much and you know do so much. So he's like, hey man, you know, try this cigar. It started off with yeah, try this
Right.
cigar. So I tried one, and one thing led to another. And I just continued on with it. And Damon's, you know, been the guy that got me into it, and that's kind of my story on how I got into cigars. It's just a recommendation from Damon, and being able to kind of see how you know how relaxed they make me feel, how stress free they make me feel. You know, so that's how I got into it, and just it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? On a daily basis, or on a nightly basis, evening basis, it makes me feel awesome. So,
What do you? I'm going to ask you the same question right now. You know, how long have you been smoking cigar? How many years have you been smoking, or has it just been this year?
it's only been probably since the beginning of 2020, so
Okay.
probably just under a year, just over a year, somewhere around there. But like one of my favorite ones that I've tried um, recently was one of the Killer Clowns that Damon put me on to, and he let me try it out. And man,
Is
that's
it
probably
one of the ones Is it the Cigar Clowns, the group?
yeah,
It was this.
yeah.
Okay.
I bought a 10 pack and I gave him a couple of
So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And um, as far as like the Drew State goes, yeah, like the Liga number 9, I really enjoyed that one as well. But I'm looking to dabble. You know what I mean? Both of us are looking to dabble into you know outside of Drew State and get into some other stuff. So I'm pretty excited for what's to come.
Cool. What's your local cigar lounge?
We don't have one. We
Yeah,
have
You
zero
don't.
lounges around here. The closest one is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is about 3.5 hours away. So Matt's
We're
garage, my garage that is our lounge. That's our lounge. Yeah. We rely on online orders.
Yep. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. So Matt, what are your top two cigars right now?
yeah, I would say that the Cigar Clowns is probably my number 1, and then that number 2 is that Liga number 9.
All
I
right.
really enjoyed both of those. Um, you know, once Damon put me on them, and as of yet, those are my top two right there.
Sweet. Well, gentlemen, this is where I pass on the reins to you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Damon and Matt, the Roughnecks, to Cigar Enthusiast. Every Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. These guys are going to be on bringing you content. Gentlemen, welcome to Cigar Enthusiast. I'm glad to have you as part of our group. We'll continue talking on the side after the show. I'll give you guys a call. Stay classy, gentlemen. Stay smoky. I'm out.
Thank you, Ray. Again, I appreciate you welcoming us to this network, the Cigar Enthusiast Network, as we're going to call it. I think we should start this out with lighting our cigars.
Get a little SLP going, as we like to call it.
Tonight we're smoking the Rocky Patel. It's called the Edge, the Habano. They call it the Nicaraguan edition. The cigar is purely made of Nicaraguan tobacco. It's got a Habano wrapper. Personally, I've never tried this yet, so I'm excited to give it a shot.
These bad boys lit.
So Ray came to me about I don't know. This has been in the works for probably about a month now. Came to me and asked if I wanted to be a part of this. I'm just a normal boy from New Mexico. Never made a video. I have a hard time taking a selfie on my phone, so this is a big leap for me. But yeah, I agreed to do it. I have a passion for cigars. I love them, just like I'm sure all of you guys do that are watching. So yeah, I dove in with both feet. And I was thinking to myself, I need a partner. And every time I'm smoking a cigar, I'm over here at my neighbor's house. He happens to be my neighbor and one of my best friends, Mr. Matt here. So I asked him to be a part of it, and he was all about it. What do you think about this, Matt?
So I enjoy. I mean, obviously, I enjoy your company and just being one of your best friends. But doing this on an evening basis, on days off is awesome because we're able to enjoy the same cigar at times and just enjoy the same, basically the same kind of vibe and just go over everything that we, day to day basis. We're two regular guys. I'm a regular guy, just like Daymon. We're up here in northern New Mexico, and we like to smoke cigars and BS over the normal topics on a day to day basis. Depending on what it is. Drinking some beer, hanging out, listening to some music. That's what we're about. So I appreciate you bringing me on as a co-host, and yeah, here we are. So
Here we are. We're doing it.
we're doing it.
So our show, it's called Daymon and the Roughnecks. For those of you that don't know, roughneck is a oil well driller, I guess you could say. Both of us have worked in the oil field here in New Mexico for combined probably 10 years or so. So that's what we do. That's how we make our money. Ray came to us and said, come up with the show, come up with the name. He knew I worked in the oil field, so Roughnecks was the first thing that came to mind. So we're excited about it. Our show is going to consist of we're regular guys, we're regular Joes. We're going to be smoking cigars, reviewing them, reviewing products. I'm constantly every week I'm ordering new stuff. I'm ordering new cigars. I'm ordering new cutters, new lighters. So we want to be the guys that teach like the newcomers to cigars, the newcomers to the leaf, how to enjoy it without being overwhelmed. When I first started smoking, I didn't know how to cut a cigar. I didn't know how to light a cigar. And I'll go to YouTube and look it up, and there'd be 500 different videos on how to cut and light a cigar. And people can complicate shit, so we want to be the ones that tell you to cut the cap off and fucking light the thing. You don't got to complicate shit to enjoy a cigar.
Exactly. And I mean, we're not here to be flashy or be the crazy super, I don't know, charismatic cigar smoker. We're just average Joes, just out here enjoying our cigars, no matter what cigar it may be. So yeah, the content each week that we're going to bring you is just, two regular guys. We're trying to, we want to relate to everybody that's here and is able to, enjoy the same things that we do as far as it comes to cigars and life. You know what I mean? I mean, even as simple as it is this dartboard behind us, we'll talk darts and, beer, just life in general. We want to make it super relatable for everybody to be able to kind of get in on this. And especially, if you're a newcomer or if you're, a person that's been in the game for a while, we want to be able to relate to everybody. We want everybody to feel welcome, have a good time watching the show, and just make it to where you feel like, you're one of us, because almost everybody that's on here should be one of us, you know what I mean? Day-to-day, normal, average Joe. So that's kind of what we're bringing to the table. Like Daymon said, the cigar reviews, product reviews, everything as far as that's concerned. That's what we're here to bring you guys. That way you have some intel on what you may like or what you may not like. So that's kind of an overview of what we're trying to bring you guys week to week.
Yes, and this is kind of my thought. I want to bring the new guys in. I want to have a lot of viewer feedback, I guess I should say. Questions and answers. I want you guys to tell us what you would like to see, what you would like us to do, and hell, jump in on a show with us. We've never done this before. We have no idea what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, we don't have a layout or a specific set of guidelines we're trying to follow. We're just trying to be ourselves, so to
But
speak.
we sit here nightly. Every night we sit here and have a drink, have a cigar, and we bullshit about life. We figured you guys would like to join in on a few of those conversations we have. So here we are. We're excited to be here. I'm gonna throw a question at Matt. He has no idea this is coming, but what do you wanna give to the show? What do you want the viewers to see from us?
I just want them to see, basically how real and how normal, people can be. You see a lot of different pages or a lot of different people um, that you're not really sure who they are or what they might be like in normal day to day life. And I feel like with our show we can just bring to the table, this is us, this is what we do, and it's not some cookie cutter type of stuff. We bring to the table what we have and where we've come from and what we're about, and we just want people to enjoy that. You know what I mean? So I just want everybody to feel welcome and enjoy themselves when they're watching our show or being a part of our show or giving feedback or whatever it may be. So I feel like that.
Perfect. I'm in the same boat. If you guys are expecting some whiskey drinking, pinky raising, fancy show, you should click that X button right now because we're country boys. We drink beer, and I mean we're sitting in lawn chairs for God's sake. So we just want to enjoy smoke with you guys and review certain cigars. Like today, we're smoking, like I said, the Rocky Patel Edge, the Habano Nicaraguan edition. What do you think of this cigar so far?
So far, I think it's pretty good. It's smooth. I'm getting some, I'm getting a little bit of pepper flavor going on in it, and as well as like some cedar for me. It's pretty good though. I gotta say, so far, I'm enjoying it. We're just a little way into it, but I really enjoy this so far. So, what about you? What do you think so far?
On this first start, I definitely get the cedar notes you're getting. I don't quite feel the pepper yet, not even on the exhale, the retrohale, I guess.
Feels pretty good though. I like it. I'm enjoying it so
The
far.
smoke production is amazing. We just got these in the mail about a week ago. I ordered a 91 and overrated Rocky Patel collection. So it came with 15 sticks, and they came in a 5-pack, so 3 of each. This is the first one we've been having out of it, so I mean I'm really surprised as of the first inch, I guess you could say.
So far, so good. So yeah, as we kind of touched on with Ray, how we got into cigars. Like I said, we went through some personal issues, losing a dear friend of ours, and like I said, alcohol and beer only go so far. And once you go, you start going to the doctors and whatnot. You start getting into some heavy stuff. But we were able to just divert all of that, and we're able to just enjoy a cigar on a nightly basis. And for me, I don't know about you, Dave, but for me, it keeps me level headed, and it's able to just calm. If I have any nerves about anything or any kind of stress or feelings like that, I'm able to just set it aside when it comes to this. So
I agree. We both have families. We both have kids. And before, like, I really got into cigars, I'd find myself being a straight dickhead to my wife, not having enough patience with my kids, When I got into cigars, I noticed it calms me out. I'm able to be a nicer guy. I have more patience. And that's kind of why I got mad into it, because I know he was living the same life as I was, and going through the same type of things I was. And I knew it helped me a lot. Honestly, this is my medicine. Right here, this leaf is my medicine. I promise you, without it, I'll be a different guy.
yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad we're able to bond and share the same interests. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to experience this, and I'm forever grateful, because it's nice. I look forward to doing this thing on a nightly basis and relaxing and enjoying myself. Having a drink every now and then. Nothing too crazy, but the basis of cigars is where it's at for sure. So I really enjoy that. Shoot, as far as like other interests, like What's some other stuff you're into for those that don't know?
I'm a more hands-on guy, so I'm real into woodworking.
I know you like to lay. Yeah, you do a lot of woodworking. And a lot
My
of
garage is
woodwork,
full
so.
of saws and drills, and as you know, I'm into hunting. I hunt and fish a lot. I used to have a little small duck call business, so I used to make duck calls on the lathe. I don't know. I'm just real handsy. I'm constantly remodeling something in our house, whether it be the bathroom, the floors, the kitchen, something. I'm always busy doing something in our house. I don't know. I'm just a real hands-on type of guy, I guess.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, for those that don't know, yeah, that's Daymon to a T for sure. So
I'd like to welcome a recent friend that I just met not too long ago, Mr. Barry Bones, to our show. Barry, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great, doing good. What are you up
I
to
would,
tonight?
I would have been on sooner, but I had to put everything away from our show.
Oh, no worries.
We do it at the shop, so I can't leave all the equipment out. I have to pack it up and stick it in the back room so it doesn't get damaged.
Right.
But the shop gives us a home to do it every week. And they allowed us to start doing this when we stopped doing it. We were going to another cigar shop, and we all had a falling out with the guy because he's a real asshole. But anyway, um, we started doing it out in my garage for like a month and a half, and then you guys were opening it up here, and we talked to him, and he's a friend of ours. He said, "Yeah, start doing it here." We actually started doing it before they even opened. Um, but yeah, it gives us a home every Tuesday night here. Monday night, last night, I do it out of my garage.
Right.
That way, I don't have to pack everything up. I got everything on a TV cart, and I unplug it from the heater and put it away, and I'm done. Then I start watching TV on the got the own little lounge in the garage with some old lawn furniture that's got some nice cushions on it, 55-inch TV, heater, AC. And like I heard you guys say earlier, cigars too are for me. I never got short tempered with the wife and the kids because that's just my demeanor. But um, you have a bad day at work and just that's my decompression. I light a cigar and make a drink, and I put the float in the pool, and I float in the pool for hopefully we can open that up in about a month and a half because it was like 75 degrees here today.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
it was gorgeous. Oh my
Makes me
God, it was so nice. I wanted to play some golf, but no, not today. I couldn't get off of work. Working from at home. Had too much shit going on. What are you guys doing? I missed the beginning of the show. You,
no,
you,
one of what our show's going to be about. We're just sitting back in the garage, smoking a cigar and a drink. So for those who may not have tuned into your show, Barry, kind of, you might go over like who you are, your show, what you're about, that type of deal.
um, my name is Barry. I go by Bones. And when we started our show 4 years ago, I couldn't come up with a name. I was coming up. I went with what the guys in the military used to call me Guido. So I'm Italian. So um, I went with that. But then my brother-in-law one day said, "Well, why don't you go with Bones?" It's like, no, I never thought because he's been calling me that. I've known him since high school, 40 years. He's been calling, but when he started that, I was like 163 pounds. Almost 100 pounds lighter than what I am now. But
Right, that's where
um,
it's from, right?
I said, all right. Then I switched it. I switched all the Instagram and the Facebook and everything over, and been doing that ever since. And I host a show on Tuesday nights with two of my friends, Mav and Mort, and we've been smoking together for about 3 years. Yeah, yeah, about 3.5, 4 years. And we just decided we just like it's, we call it the virtual cigar lounge because we talk about anything and everything, just like we do in the cigar lounge. Anything from politics to we try to stay away from politics because too many people have a problem with it. But anything, Super Bowl, all that, you know, and that's about it. Wife, two kids, they're both out of the house. It's just us down in southern Mississippi, and but I was born and raised in New York, so this was definitely a little bit of a lifestyle change for me. But
Right.
I like warm weather better than cold. My daughter's still up in Omaha. She sends me a text message this morning on my way to work and shows me her dashboard. And I was like, oh, hell no. It was negative 12 degrees. I'm like, no, just way too cold for me
Yeah,
anymore. Way too cold. I got to find a better place to put this. That might be better.
So what do you think? Speaking of, so your show, sports based and whatnot. What do you think of the Super Bowl? I mean, were you a little underwhelmed, or
I was, I didn't find it to be that, I didn't have any skin in the game. I'm not a Tampa Bay fan. I'm not a Kansas City fan. I'm a Giant fan. I didn't, I, I expected more because I really thought the two teams were going to be high scoring teams, which they normally are, but Tampa Bay wanted more. I just didn't find it. I was close on a couple of squares a couple of times, and then I didn't make any money. I lost money on the game. I didn't make any money.
right?
I didn't lose a lot, but I didn't make anything. But it wasn't one of the better Super Bowls for me. But I didn't enjoy the halftime show. It's not my kind of music. I'm more classic rock.
Right.
But I mean, he put on. If you like that kind of music, he put on a good show.
He did, yeah, he did. And I'm not looking to it myself, but yeah, it was pretty entertaining as far as the overall show went, so to speak. But yeah,
Did you get?
as far as the gaming it, yeah, I was the same way. I mean, I didn't have any skin in the game either. I'm a Cowboys fan,
You're a
but
what? A Cowboys fan?
yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no.
See, I'm a Broncos fan, so yeah,
I'm a Giant fan. We don't like the Cowboys. That's
right,
a
yeah.
given.
We're
That's a
rivals.
given. I mean, but that was a messed up conference this year. I mean, come on.
Oh,
We could have made it there with five. We could have made it to the game with 5 wins.
right.
Really? It was terrible. I'm a Seminoles fan. I'm a Giants fan. It has been a bad football season for me in college and professional football. Not good at all.
Yeah. The only
Not
thing
good at all.
The only thing that I can hold on to is my college basketball, and that's about it, really. I'm a Duke fan, even all the way from here in New Mexico, but the Blue Devils are my team, so
Do you guys? Let me ask you guys a question. How far away is the mic from you? Because you guys are breaking up a little bit.
oh,
I don't know if the mic is too far away or.
see if you can hear. A little better now. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds a lot better. Now, where you guys in the garage or?
Yeah, we're in the garage.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Like I said, that's why I smoke at home. Never had 32 years. Never smoked in the house. Never. I don't smoke in my car. I don't. Everybody's got all these little tricks to smoke in cars, but I'm paranoid about burning the hole in the leather. I'm not gonna do. Oh, Punta Cana, very nice. Jorge Batista. I can't even pronounce the last name. I'm not gonna try. We did an all-inclusive there about 4 years ago, and I highly suggest it. It's a fantastic place to take the wife on vacation. Pay it. You go there. You don't pay another dime unless you just tip the guys a little bit. That's it. Food, drinks, everything taken care of. I couldn't beat it. But we went at the end of July, and it was. I mean, I like warm, but that was hot. That was really, really hot. But we'll see. Now, Let me ask you: Are you guys going to have guests on, or are you just going to do strictly the new cigar stuff, accessories, and?
It's not set in stone or nothing yet, but we plan on having some interviews and a few special guests on and stuff like that. An aspect we were talking about doing today was me and Matt cook a lot. We smoke a lot of meat and we're always barbecuing and cooking outside. So maybe a few shows will be live and show you some of our certain specialties we do.
I'll do that. That'd be fantastic, man. Food and cigars. We got
Yeah.
my son. When he got out of the military and he moved to Australia, he shipped his Traeger here. This is one of the small Traegers, and I got to using it a couple of times. Like, I really like this. This has made smoking so much easier for me.
Yep.
So I liked it so much. We went to Costco's just before Christmas, and the Traeger guy was there selling the big ones.
Oh, really?
So I bought the big one with Bluetooth and all that, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, man. That thing is
The thing is
fantastic.
nice. They make smoking these days easy, super easy.
I tried smoking once before a couple of times with friends, the charcoal and all that, and then you got to go out and check the charcoal every 20 minutes and do this and do that. Man, this I can go wherever I want in town and get it on my phone and start it
Control.
back up, raise
Right.
it, lower it, do whatever. It's fantastic, and it's actually good for you. Smoked meat's good for you.
Right.
I like it, but
Do it,
yeah,
right?
dude,
Smoking meat or cooking something, smoking cigars. You bring
you
that
guys
up.
you guys are in New Mexico, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Northern
I
New
almost
Mexico. Northern area.
I almost got stationed at Cannon Air Force Base when I was in the Air Force, and then at that time I wasn't too thrilled about going down there, so I got out of it and I ended up going to Germany.
Yeah.
That has a big difference, but yeah, I think you guys will do good with the food and the cigars. That's not a bad idea at all, man. Especially
Yeah.
smoking.
Mexican traditional cooking, I guess you could say. We actually use a cat dish. We call it a disco. That we put down over an open flame to open flame and put a bunch of meat and stuff on that. So it's
I
kind of
gotta get.
interesting.
I'm trying to get a better.
Really good.
Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy showed up last night on my show too. Yeah, what I did was
What's up,
I
man?
ended up I couldn't. I had a problem on the computer last night, so I ended up just putting the link in the comments for the show, and then whoever wanted to click on just clicked in and came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just it made it easier. You just have to keep on looking at the thing on the bottom and see who's waiting. I'm
Right.
not sure. I'm not sure how many you can bring on in this setup. I think 5 or 6. This is pretty good. But what are you guys smoking?
So tonight we're smoking on a Rocky Patel. It's called the Edge.
That's a good smoke.
Yeah.
I like it.
They call it the Nicaraguan edition, I guess.
I'm smoking one of the ones I rep for Rockefeller. I'm smoking a Rockefeller, Connecticut. I try to go. I'm a dark guy. I like the Maduros, the Sumatras, and all that. But I try to go light at the end of the night. I don't know why. Somebody mentioned it to me one time, and that's just what I ended up doing. Not that I'm going to get my palate back by the end of the night. I don't. You sit here and smoke. I come here. I work from at home. I go in a couple of days a week for half a day, and then I finish up here because I'm working virtually, so I can really work from wherever I sit.
Right. Right. That's
So
awesome. Are you at the lounge right now?
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if the TV's going. So if it gets to be too much, let me know. I'll just put myself on mute for a little bit.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We can kind of hear it a little bit, but you're good.
Yeah, it was so loud last week. We were in the middle of our show, and somebody said, "Oh, I like the mash music," because that's what they got this. It's on a Fire Stick, but it's called Prime Streams. And it's got these
Right.
24. It's got these 24/7 channels. So it just starts. I don't know when they started, but it just starts and goes through all the episodes. Just
Right.
11 seasons, and it starts over again on any number of shows. So they watch. I don't know how many episodes they've seen in MASH, Chicago PD, CSI, all the
All the
Criminal
main.
Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
got
pretty cool because you can get all the live sports on it too. So we never miss a fight, never miss a game,
Yeah.
nothing. It's like $10 a month.
Well, that's not bad.
No, it's cheaper than DirecTV.
That's awesome. So, like, one thing very, like, that I was thinking about the other day is, like, I guess, how long ago did you get into cigars? Like, at what age or what time frame or what was going on in your life that you got into cigars?
I The only reason I got into cigars is I played a lot of golf, and I was having a really bad day in the golf course. We're
Right.
talking. I've been here 7 years, probably 13, 14, maybe 15 years ago.
Okay.
And I was in a golf tournament, and the first time I had one, it was a rum infused cigar. And I was thinking rum and coke. I got a little bit of buzz. I said, "Oh, this ain't too bad. I kind of like these." And then I never really smoked again. And then my sons and his friends were starting. They were smoking Black and Milds with tips. So I said, "Ah, let me try one of those." I tried one of those, and then one day I was having a really bad day in the golf course. And my friend just said, "Don't think about it.
Hello?
Here's a cigar. Light it up. Smoke it while we're playing. Take your mind off the game." And I haven't turned back yet.
That's awesome. Yeah,
So
that's
so about 15 years.
15 years ago. You got into cigars. That's awesome.
Yeah, probably. And I'm probably old enough. I'm definitely old enough to be both your dads. So I don't know. How long you guys been smoking?
So for me, it's just been, I want to say just under a year, if not right at a year.
Oh, okay.
8. And for you, what's it been?
I've always been. I've had a slight interest since I was of age to buy a cigar. I guess you could say. So I'm 26 now. So since I was 18, 8 years or so.
All
But
right.
just recently in the last 2 years or so, I've really gotten into it. I mean, I never have under 100, 150 sticks on hand. I've become the collector, you could say.
Yeah, me. I don't like seeing it empty. So but lately I've been. I mean, there's some days I might smoke 4 or 5, and I think that's a lot. But I started cutting that down to. I'm trying to cut down to like 2 a day, just because it is expensive. It's not.
That's the only aspect of the phone. It's heavy on the wallet. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I look for every time a package comes to the house. Oh, I won this, or I won that, or I got a great deal on this. Which I usually do. But I support the shop. You support your brick and mortar, but you can't smoke. 2, 3 a day every day. From the brick and mortar, that's $30, $40 a day. I
exactly.
can't. I can't justify that. That's just too much.
Right, right. Looks like
But
we got Roger Ricard Perez in a comment. Saludos amigos. Check it out. Saludos amigos desde Cuba. Buenos humos. Cuba. What's up, Roger? Como puedo decir los 20?
yeah, you're gonna have to translate that. I have a hard time with English, let alone
No,
Spanish.
I'm bilingual. So, como
Uh,
puedo decir los 18 años y ya tengo 46. So he's 46 years old and he's been smoking for 18 years. What's up,
wow,
Roger? Hola.
that's a long time, man.
Yeah,
That's a long time. You get some of these guys that have been in the business, 35, 40 years, and they're smoking 5, 6, 7 a day. I can't do that.
right, right. Me either.
I wake, I wake up what I call it a cigar hangover. You get that headache in the morning, and sometimes it's not good. But when you go to an event like a night like tonight, I'll smoke maybe 3. Started with the show. I started one at the end of the show, and I got this last one. But I mean, if you go to an event, sometimes you smoke. Oh, I don't know. We went to the Barn Smoker in 19 because we had our tickets and everything for 20, but Drew Estate canceled everything. But we went in 19 and we started smoking at 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. You always have one in your hand.
Right.
Always.
That's something I want to do so bad.
Oh, you would have a blast. We highly suggest, and that was our first one, and we'll go back every year.
I'm hoping.
Actually, I don't know. You're a little far from Florida, but Jeff I think it's Borshowitz is how you pronounce it, from Corona Cigars, said he plans on having the Florida Barn Smoker around November.
I will travel anywhere I have to go.
But
Yeah.
you'd be a little bit closer to Louisiana if they had that one. That was a
Now,
good one because that's.
Drew State does it again this year. I know it's on the back burner. I know they haven't decided yet.
I hope they have it. This has got to stop. I know. Well, I know it's never going to stop. It's got. We got
Well,
to get back to some.
we're 100% shut down still. We can't even go have a cup of coffee in a restaurant.
Really.
We're shut down completely still.
So, but you can go out, go food shopping or whatever. You get
We go
essentials
to
and stuff
grocery
like.
stores and stuff like that. But even the kids that are in school and stuff, they're going like 1 day a week in school and the rest is online.
Online, yeah. It's a nightmare.
All restaurants are closed. It's crazy.
Kids need to be in school.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're not going to learn anything over the computers. They're just giving them busy work. Is all. My sister's a teacher in New York, and she said it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of busy work. You don't have that one-on-one. You don't have. Yeah, but she's also, like I said, she's in New York, so she's got Cuomo and De Blasio she has to deal with. They keep on changing.
Like the schools are getaway, from the bad parents, I guess, where their homes are a jail if you wish. Schools are getaway. They're getting that this year. Still
Yeah.
detrimental.
If my kids were still in school with this going on, I honestly don't know. I can't tell you how I'd be able to do it. I'm not a teacher. I can't.
Right.
I can't homeschool. There's no way.
Yeah, and it's not bad, just for the kids. It's hard on everybody, the
Oh,
parents
absolutely.
and everybody that's involved when it comes to school or just day to day living. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't imagine. Granted, I'm blessed because I could still go to my place of work and do my job and whatnot. But even then, it's like they have us all segregated. It's super. It's not personable. You're not able to
No.
sit and talk with your peers and about life and what you're doing on a day to day basis. So it makes it super hard because you don't feel like you can communicate very well with anybody. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Where I work, I got 13 people working for me, and then I got like 8 military on the weekends, and we have cubicles set up, wall to wall, and everybody's got a wall in between the door, but the walls don't go all the way up. But everybody's surrounded by plexiglass and everything. So if you're in your own cubicle, I have no problem with you not wearing your mask. You're 6 feet away, and you have plastic between you guys. But now
Yeah,
they came out. Now they came out and said if you're in the cubicle that doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, you have to wear your mask. It's like,
exactly.
That's just
come
like the
on.
covers they have on the credit cards.
I don't get it. I understand it a little bit, but I think it's there. It's there. It's going to happen. Do whatever you can to prevent you from getting it, but you know, I mean, we're open here. I wouldn't say we're 100% open, but it kind of feels like it because you can go in and dine in without your mask. You know, once you sit down, you take your mask off, you eat, you get it. You're supposed to, if you got to go to the bathroom, you put it on, whatever. Now, I carry hand sanitizer everywhere. I'm more concerned about that than I am because I try to keep distance from people. You know? If I'm going down the aisle in the supermarket and I'm the only one in Walmart in that aisle, I'm not wearing my mask. I got it down below. I'm breathing. Now, somebody walks in the aisle and's coming towards me, I'll put it back on and go on my way. But nobody's, I touch something on the shelf and I'll put it in the cart and then I'll hand sanitize because nobody wears gloves. Don't do you any good unless you change it every time you touch something.
Exactly.
And nobody does that, So I don't know. You do what you can, and I got my first shot last Friday, and I didn't nothing. I mean, it was just like a regular vaccine for me.
Right. You have no adverse side effects or anything like that.
Now
I've heard
they say the second one
I don't know if that's
is a
true.
little the second one's a little worse on you, but I mean, it can't be much worse than what I had. I didn't have anything. Knock on wood, I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones. My wife and I, she got hers on Saturday, and she didn't feel any different either. She didn't get sick. She didn't no aches or pains or anything like that. But some people get it pretty hard, where it's just they get the fever, the chills, and all that. But you know. But it's starting to get a little crowded in here, so I'm probably gonna go. I don't want to make too much noise for you guys.
Cool.
All right, I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow at work.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime, man. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome, Barry. Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Barry Bones, gentlemen.
Barry Bones.
Super nice guy. I recently met him a couple months ago, and he's been nothing but good company.
Yeah, super down to earth, which is, like I said, that's what we're trying to do. So,
Yeah.
super personable.
Thanks again, Barry.
So let's see, we got Tony, we got Boston Jimmy, and then we got Roger. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in and being here with us. So yeah, dude. I mean, I'm excited.
I'm super excited for this. Like we said, we might bring some cooking aspects to this. Start cooking some meat, smoking some meat. As soon as summer hits, like we said, we're here in New Mexico. We're stuck in the garage because it's fucking freezing outside.
It's cold.
You'd see us outside chattering our teeth and crying like little girls if we were out there right now. But so bear with us while we're here in the garage, and pretty soon we'll be outside cooking and drinking and playing games, and hopefully teach you guys some new recipes and stuff like that. That's kind of where we want to take our show. And not only that, but we want to, like I said earlier in the show, I'm always ordering new cigars and cutters and lighters, and so we want to review that kind of stuff for you new smokers.
And even if you're not a new smoker, any insight we can give, or any feedback we can get from people that have been in the game for a while, we'd appreciate it all. Share this as much as you can. Tune in to us every Tuesday, and we'll try and bring you guys the best content that we can. So
Boston Jimmy says, get one of those cool smoking tents. We got a garage, man. This is the coolest smoking tent you could get.
Cooking and cigars is a great show idea. Yeah, that sounds like what we want to do. Not just cooking, like Daymon said. We want to just be able to be personable with you guys, talk about day-to-day stuff. How was your day? What did you experience? How's life out there? Outside of the garage, outside of your house, what's going on?
Chicks and Sticks.
Yeah, Chicks and
Thanks
Sticks.
for watching.
Thanks. Yeah.
Her show is going to be tomorrow night, I believe. She's part of this Cigar Enthusiast Network, so be sure and tune into her show.
Yep. Shout out to Paula.
She's an awesome woman. She's super into cigars. She knows a lot of stuff, so she's going to bring some good content to you guys. So be sure to tune into her show for sure.
Check that out. What do you think so far? So switching up a little bit. What do you think? I mean, so far we're about halfway into this guy.
This has been a really good cigar, honestly. I've watched a lot of reviews on this cigar. When I order cigars and before I smoke them, I like to watch reviews and research the cigar, research the leaf, and see what other people think about it. People thought this was like a peppery stick, like a peppery, spicy cigar, and I honestly don't get that.
I got it a little bit whenever we were less than a quarter of the way in, but to me, it's turning into that cedar, and I even get like a little bit of hickory, but I'm still fresh into this, so I'm tasting as much as I can, doing as best I can with it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we're smoking or like we said earlier, the Rocky Patel, the Edge. So this is a new stick for us. We've never smoked it. So
it's the Habano, the Nicaraguan edition, they call it. Purely Nicaraguan leaf. Let's go to Nicaraguan Habano wrapper and all Nicaraguan fillers. So
yeah, so that's what we're smoking, Boston Jimmy. Paula said her show's on Thursday.
I'm sorry.
So tune into that. Super awesome. Chicks and Sticks. Paula's gonna be head honcho in that one. So tune into that for sure. Yeah, so that's what we're smoking tonight. And yeah, I mean, as far as our friends and family go, this is kind of just our deal. We got friends that are into cigars and not as much as we are, but we're hoping to get them there. And it doesn't really affect me or my family too much. We kind of sit in our little cigar lounge, so to speak, our garage, and do our thing. So
yeah, our friends. When I first started smoking cigars, like oh, you fucking stink. I don't like the way you smell. And I'm like, if you don't like it, fucking leave. You know what I mean? I love this stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm passionate about a cigar. I'm passionate about the leaf.
So yeah, shout out to all you guys out there smoking cigars, enjoying your evening. You know, this is what we're here for. We're here to relate to you guys and, you know, just sit and chat and enjoy a cigar with, you know, all the viewers out there and just have a good time, you know. So
Paul asked if we're drinking. Yes, man, we are. We're big beer drinkers. So right now we're drinking some Michelob Ultras.
Michelob Ultras, because they're the healthiest beer
They're
out
good
there.
for you if you wish.
So that's what
They keep the beer belly down.
exactly, or at least a little bit. They you know, it's a little bit longer before you get a beer belly, so to speak. So
You could drink a few extras.
yeah,
But those of you that are drinking with us, cheers to our first show. We thank you for tuning in. We can't wait for what's coming ahead.
yeah. Like I said, feedback's a big thing too. We want to hear what you guys have to say, or what questions you guys have, and we'll do our best to answer them and get back to you. And you know, show topics. You know, we'll bring up, you know, show topics that you guys may have or questions that you guys may have. So we appreciate all the feedback and intel from you guys as well.
Guinness is actually healthy beer. I don't know about that.
That's a thick beer.
That's thick with two C's.
If you're talking
THICC.
if you're talking straight Guinness, like the stout Guinness, like the black coffee Guinness, yeah. So
Anyway, I'm about down to the nub. So again, we thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any feedback, we welcome it. We really want to hear your feedback. Any advice you have on our show, please tell us. We look forward to what's coming in the future. We're super happy to be part of the Cigar Enthusiast Network. Big things are coming, I promise you that. Just bear with us, and we're going to get better at this for sure.
yeah, we're just two regular guys, two average Joes, if you will, up here in northern New Mexico, just trying to bring you guys some relatable content. So
That being said, as Ray would say, stay classy, stay smoky.